Everybody wants to be, but nobody wants to do. Girl, it's time to be real, raw, and relentless. Everybody wants to be, but nobody wants to do. You know it's time. What's up, guys? It's your girl, Truly Inspired Martin, and welcome to another episode of the Recry You podcast, baby. That's right, ladies. We are here for the women who are ready to be real, raw, and relentless in their pursuit to unleash their inner badass. Now, what exactly does that mean to you? Because you're probably like, yeah, girl, it's time for me to unleash my inner badass. But you're probably thinking to yourself, how exactly or what exactly is that? This is me telling you that it's about the time in your life when you are ready to face some shit that you have not dealt with. You're the woman that says that I know that I want to step into my greater, but what is that? I'm ready to take the steps towards that. You're the woman that says that there's a whole bunch of things in my life that I have not dealt with. I'm ready to face it. But you're also the woman that says that there are steps in my life that I need to take in order to be the best version of myself. And right here is the ground for that. We are planting the seeds and we are going to watch you grow. All right. So y'all already know who I am. At least I hope you do, since you are here with me today. It's your girl, Truly Inspired Martin, the Millennial Reset Coach. And I am so excited about today's episode, as I am every episode, ladies and gentlemen, because it's always jam-packed with sisterhood, laughs, love, and of course, resources and information to get your life right. So y'all already know how I start every episode with a statistic or a quote. And today, actually, I'm going to go ahead and give y'all a little intel on the back. And I'm going to drop a statistic on you. So I was actually doing some research of my own, right? And I know that a lot of us probably heard the word side hustle, right? We kind of like, yo, what the heck is a side hustle? Where did that come from? Like, everybody's using that word all of a sudden. Wrong. Actually, I looked into some research, and the expression side hustle was first used actually in the 1950s. Booyah. Y'all thought that was new millennial slang. It's actually not. A side hustle was first used in 1950, which makes the term much older than people may actually realize, right? So the term became popular during and after the last recession, when traditional jobs disappeared and enterprising people had to make ends meet. So there's a little fact to drop in your spirit, baby. It's not new. So don't be acting like this is something that just happened. People out here are not new to this. They're true to this. They know that multiple streams of income is a thing, and a thing indeed. You got to make sure that you got other contingency plans in place when life hits the fan. And trust me, I know about life hitting the fan, baby. But here's some statistics for you, because I definitely got to lay this on to you as well. So how many streams of income do millennials, Lord help me. How many streams, y'all know that's a lot. How many streams of income do millionaires have? Okay. So the author of Rich Habits, Tom Corley, he studied the habits of millionaires during a 5-year study of the rich and poor. So here's what he found as it pertains to most self-made millionaires and their income streams. 65% of self-made millionaires had 3 streams of income. 45% of self-made millionaires had 4 streams of income. And 29% of self-made millionaires had 5 or more streams of income. Having multiple streams of income is the same idea as diversifying your investment portfolio, okay? So when one income stream suffers, the other makes up for it. So I'm saying all this to say, baby, get your life. Like, we got to make sure that we are covering all bases out here. And that's why I'm bringing my girl to the stage, right? So let me go ahead and introduce her to you before I actually get her in front of you, right? Her name is Ja'lisa Cheatham. She is a serial entrepreneur, and she is the mastermind behind discovering side hustles. And if y'all don't understand what discovering side hustles is, baby, I just gave y'all a cute little definition, but baby girl knows how to get to the bag. I wish I could play the little Beyonce song right now. Swear she be getting to the money and everybody mad. Y'all know I gotta sing a little bit. Y'all know some of y'all are sitting in the car in the bed right now, like, okay, girl, stop trying. I'm never. But I ain't even gonna hold y'all up any longer. I gotta bring her to you because she got some intel and some info for you. So without further ado, Ja'lisa, are you with me?
Hey, truly inspired. I am with you. How are you doing today?
I am good. How are you, girl?
Awesome.
Yeah, I am so excited about this because you know I like the bag. I love getting to the bag. So I hope you ready to unwind with me, and we just gonna let our hair down and get this information out here. You ready for it?
I sure am.
All right, so let's set the ground real quick. All right, so where are you from? What do you do? And a fun fact about you that people may not know.
I am originally from California,
What, sorry?
Inland, Inland Empire. People don't really know what that is. Orange County. Moved to the suburbs out of Southern California, out of south of LA. Goodness, huh? So what do I do? I am a side hustler, but I'm all about working smarter and not harder. So, a fun fact, huh? I was my high school mascot at my school for my junior and senior year. So that's a fun fact people don't know.
What? Yo, what animal, yo?
Longhorn, of all things, a longhorn, a bull with a ring and everything. And since I'm a little busty, they thought the longhorn, they didn't know it was a girl because they had abs and a chest. So they just, the longhorn looked so swole.
Yo, I just died internally, because I could like totally see you out there like really. All right, mascot. So okay, all right. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Okay, cool. So that was definitely something that was unexpected. You're a mascot out here. So you all about the hustle.
Right.
Okay, so let's jump into it. What is discovering side hustles? Like, can you really make money on side hustles?
Yeah, so Discover Side Hustles is just one thing I have under my umbrella of It Pays to Know Ja'lisa. So the question and my tagline, Instagram, social media, basically everywhere, is It Pays to Know Ja'lisa. And one of the reasons It Pays to Know me is how I came up with Discover Side Hustles. And back in 2013, I would say once I left corporate, that's when the side hustles, I guess, really just evolved. And so Discover Side Hustles is teaching people and a few, how, the different side hustles that are about for them to either increase their income or replace their income, source of what they're looking to do. So I talk about the different side hustles that I currently do, and then also ones that, I run up on, some by accident and some on purpose.
Yes. Come on, side hustle. All right, so that's good. All right, so you actually just answered a question that I was going to ask you, which is, when is the last time you worked in corporate America? And since you said 2013, right? I got that right?
2013.
Okay.
September 13th. To be exact, 2013.
Damn, hold on.
Yeah.
September 13th, 2013.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yep.
hold on. I'm about to go run to the store and play those numbers real quick. No, but for real. Okay, so we're in 2020 right now. So that's 7 years, right?
Mm-hmm.
So shit. People can't barely make it. Girl, it's only been like a full year since I've seen a job. So, and this should be making me just want to fall out. So like what? So the last time you've seen a corporate job is 2013. So what has that transition looked like for you?
Oh, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Really look, what Chance say, I turn all my L's into lessons, right?
Hello.
And so that's literally what I did. Was the transition was, oh man, it was lighting fire up under my own butt. I had an anxiety attack at work on the 13th of September, 3 days before my birthday. And I literally just, I thought I had an asthma attack, had an anxiety attack, went to the hospital, ambulance came and everything. My blood pressure was crazy high. They told me I had an anxiety attack. I'm like, I don't have no anxiety. What you talking about? And they just start rolling down just some of the, I guess, the symptoms, which you can say. And I'm like, yeah, I've been having some of those, but didn't know. So it was at that point where I had already been working a side hustle at that point. So yeah, that was the transition where it started. So I would say it's been ups and downs in that. Even the start of it was rocky. So I don't know if do I need to elaborate a little bit more on that or
No, I mean that transition, right? Like, because I think people get into this notion in their head where they're like, all right, yo, let me just go ahead and quit my job. To hell with y'all. I'm walking out the door. Y'all make me sick. Blah blah blah. And then they think tomorrow is just like, yo, I got this. But what did, like, when you realize like, oh shit, it got real. Like
what did that look like?
Yeah, what did that look like? Like, what put you into overdrive that's like, yo, I'm not going back, so this is what I'm going to do?
So at that point, I had already been in direct marketing, which is people also know as multi-level marketing, and things like that. And I was introduced to another opportunity, internet marketing, back in 2013. And one of my coaches and mentors at the time, I was like, I guess I'm gonna see what it's looking like. But at that point when I, let's see, that was September. It had been August that I learned about internet marketing. And then that September, that next month is when I had the anxiety attack. And so that was the last day I worked. After the anxiety attack, I was just like, all right, I need to figure something out. So I went on a leave of absence to get me together. Excuse me. And because I was working in corporate, I had benefits and whatnot. So I still had, some income coming in. Then that next month in October, that's when the shift began to take place, was because I went to an event out of town for the internet marketing thing. And when I came back, I got my leave of absence extended to December 17th. And so what happened at that point, the income was coming in. And then in October, I got a settlement of about $8,000 from a car accident that happened back in April. And so this is the typical that people don't tell you, that they just quit their job without, when they just start working their business. I had been working on it and it wasn't working for me, but I said, you know what, in October, I'm going to commit to 90 days of just doing this thing, right? I got the settlement check and I said, okay, I got this 8 stacks, right? My money ran out with my benefits. Right. And I went ahead and took care of my mortgage, my car note, and I mapped everything out. And to God be the glory, it was enough for 3 months.
Wow.
So I had money this check that I got that would last me for literally 3 months. So what I did was I worked at it hard. I sweat tears, not taking showers some days, just in my room, learning internet marketing, studying, I would say fellowshipping, because that's what it felt like, with like-minded people who were in the same type of grind.
Yes.
And what I did was, doing it that I had to light that fire underneath my own butt with those 3 months, because December 17th is when I gave my today notice. And I walked into work and said, today is my last day, when I was supposed to go back after my leave of absence. So the 90 days wasn't up yet. You know what I mean? It was the end of October. It was like really November 1st, so to speak, when I said, okay, let's do this, right? So in the middle of my 90 days, I quit my job and gave them a today notice. I was like, if I give a 2-week notice, I got to work those 2 weeks. They were like, yeah. I said, okay, well, today is my today notice. And I walked in and walked out. That month in January, almost shy of me hitting 90 days, I start making money, and I had my first day where I made $1,500 in one day. Next day made $300. So that transition, that part right there, taking a leap of faith out and putting a fire under my own butt, That initial transition is how I got started in leaving corporate and transitioning to do my own thing.
Ooh, so it really comes down to you making a commitment to yourself, like a no going back moment.
Yes, most definitely. Yes, yes.
Oh my God. So you walked up in there like, you know what? What I gotta do what? Two more weeks. Nah, I ain't doing that. So here you go.
Right. That's exactly.
Oh my God. I love it. I love it. And that is true. People tell this story about how, yeah, I quit my job and then boom, I quit my job and then this is how it happened. Like a lot of times the best thing is to really start working on it while you're working for someone else, right?
Mm-hmm. Right.
Lord, and that's why I be telling people stop waiting and start working. Like nothing comes when you wait, it comes when you work. And I think that you are definitely proof of what happens when you get to work. Ooh. So, I gotta get in your business a little bit because I know the people want to know. Because people gonna want to work with you to figure out how this goes, right? So, what is the best paid side hustle payout you've ever seen?
Now I'm quiet and I got to pause for that for a second because to answer that question, it depends. Um, it depends on what side hustle. Um, Anywhere from mystery shopping, driving Uber and Lyft, doing Amazon, doing basically 1099 side hustles. Huh. Wow. The highest paying, I would say side hustle would have to be Uber and Lyft. Hands down. And the reason I say that is because you're able to cash out that same day and make a certain amount. Howsoever, with mystery shopping, you can make a good amount as well too. Howsoever, the payouts are less frequent. We're talking about 2 weeks and between 2 weeks and 90 days. So they could be is the same income coming in as far as Uber and Lyft, but I would have to say side hustle wise, Uber and Lyft probably the highest one.
Nice, nice. I think me and you were having a conversation before. I don't remember what it was about. We'd be talking about a whole lot of stuff, so I don't remember. But uh it was something you told me. I think you at some point after you got out of corporate, I'm not sure, you were making like 10 grand a month or something like that. Am I thinking of the
Yeah,
right conversation?
yeah, yeah. So, um, yeah, and I kind of that was a side hustle, so to speak, to a certain extent. Um, what I was doing, so that year 2014, when you start investing in yourself and your environment,
Mm.
things begin to shift and happen. So at that point, I was learning and doing internet marketing, and one of the I guess you could say a side hustle slash business that came about from that was doing social media marketing as well as business coaching. And so was running a social media marketing agency, and also at the same time doing business coaching through a third party company. So
Mm.
at that point, looking at my bank statements one day, and I realized I was, netting about $10,000 plus a month. But I was like, it does not feel like it because I'm having about 9,000 go out. You know what I mean? And I was just like, wow. I mean, I was doing good at that point. Wasn't behind on anything. Was working. Was traveling a lot. But I also was investing in myself. I invested in masterminds that cost $15,000 for the year. I had three coaches in different areas of my life. I had a health coach. I had I had two business coaches. actually, at one time in different areas of business that I was working on. And each of those was about $500 a month. And on top of that, I had another I would say type of, training / business development. That was another $6,000 for the year that I invested in. So I had these things that I was paying out monthly. So it quickly adds up between bills and traveling that, I was making, 10,000 plus, but I also was spending 9,000 plus. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Each month. So that was just me in terms of making that. I wasn't even doing was I doing I would do mystery shopping here and there. Very, very rare doing mystery shopping. I wasn't doing any Uber and Lyft. It was just straight, my business / side hustle was different. Like, as you were saying before, diversifying my portfolio and the different streams of income I was making.
You said something real key too. Investing in yourself helps you make more money. And I think people don't understand that, when you're working for corporate, you go up in there, they tell you what to do. They give you the rules, whatever it is you got to do. And here's your set check every 2 weeks, every week, whatever you get paid. Well, once you hop out here, you got to make sure that you get the blueprint from somebody. And you was obviously getting a good blueprint because that money was looking sexy.
Right, exactly. Most definitely.
That's good. Okay. So without giving away all the juice, right? Can you just give maybe 1 or 2 side hustles that you could recommend for people right now? Like, somebody's down on their luck right now. Somebody's trying to figure it out right now. Somebody wants to walk out the door at their job in the next few minutes and they just don't want to come back, but they want to make sure that they have some kind of plan in place. Is there 1 or 2 side hustles that you could recommend right now?
Okay, so I'm gonna give you 2 answers to that. For the person that's ready to walk out right now today and say, you know what, I'm gonna just try to do this thing, driving Uber and Lyft, would be the first one I would say. But of course they have to have a vehicle, right? A good vehicle. And I can, in my Discover Side Hustles, one of my membership levels talks about that, going more in detail. What are the key things you need to have, basically. Second part is that if you're trying to leave your job in the next 90 days and replace your income, and you don't want to do Uber and Lyft, let's say you want to do mystery shopping or something like that, you don't want to really be, a taxi, right? Let's be real. Mystery shopping can be done doing that. And also if you don't have a problem with doing deliveries, and I say deliveries such as Instacart, ship, basically grocery deliveries, Amazon Flex, things like that. So you can go that route. And I'm gonna give you a third one, tying in with just straight mystery shopping. That's for the person that says either, hey, I'm on my luck, hey, I'm pregnant, I'm on bed rest, and I'm stuck in this house. How can I generate some money because I don't have any money? So there's different levels. And for people, depending on where they're at, it's all about strategic planning. And that's what I share with people, is saying, hey, look, you could start making money with no money. And people are like, what? How you do that? Mystery shopping. There's phone mystery shops that you can do that you don't have to have any money to put up front, let's say, because there are shops that require you to, get reimbursed plus paid. So there's different levels to that answer. The person who doesn't have no money but has about 90 days to spare to try to get their money up and change their income basically in the next 90 days, mystery shop. And the person that's, I want to leave right now, guy has a car, you could do Uber and Lyft. The other person, you know what, I got about 30 to 60 days. Let me do a couple of things here and there. Let me see what works best for me, to answer that.
Strategy. Oh, she just gave y'all the juice. Hey, juice man. Listen, that was good right there. And I know there's a lot more where that came from. That's why I'm like, don't give me all the juice, baby. Let them come over there and get that drip. And speaking of getting that drip, how can people connect with you? You got any stuff coming up that you need people to plug in with you? Because I know there's a lot of people out here that's trying to get these multiple streams and really get their side hustle on. So tell us how we can connect.
Yes, so right now on all social media and everywhere, it pays to know Ja'lisa. So I am relaunching my Discover Side Hustles membership site that is going to be very detailed and really get into, meeting you where you're at. People are different levels in their side hustle, right? Or intrigued at different levels of side hustling, I would say. So April 1st will be the time where I go ahead and release the goods, I would say. But you can go to It Pays to Know Ja'lisa, which is ITPAYS, the number 2, and the word know spelled out KNOW. And Ja'lisa is JALISA. It pays to know Ja'lisa.com. And you can go ahead and get signed up and get on my email list that way. So when it is launched, you'll get an email and you can get first dibs of getting in, and I'll have some great introductory prices and freebies and giveaways and things I'll be doing at that point. So right now I am on all social media as It Pays to Know Ja'lisa. And you can just follow me and you will be, plugged in to be on the lookout for when I drop all the goods.
Ooh, y'all heard it here first. So don't say that I ain't put you on the person that can put you on. You feel me? So thank you so much for coming and sharing some of this information that I know for a fact is going to help somebody today, right now, where they are. So thank you so much, Ja'lisa.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you. That's my girl, y'all. I hope y'all jotted down some notes. Go back, push the replay, whatever it is you got to do. Share this with somebody, because you know somebody right now that's probably sitting next to you at your job right now while you got your ear pods in your ears and you listening to this here podcast, and they look miserable over there, okay? They want to get out now. Share some ways with them that they can get up out of there. And if this ain't enough, tell them to get with Ja'lisa so she can get them right. But y'all already know what time it is. I can't wait to catch y'all on the next episode. In the meantime, in between time, I'm going to catch y'all next time.
You know it's time.